Buying a truck should be exciting, but the modern dealership is engineered to quietly separate you from thousands of extra dollars, and most buyers never even see it happening. We're counting down 7 tactics that drain your wallet, from hidden fees and financing tricks to the one trap that can quietly cost you more than all the others combined. It starts before you even set foot on the lot. Number 7, bait and switch advertising. Sets the trap before you ever step inside the dealership. It starts with an unbeatable truck price in an online ad, thousands below market, sometimes with bold promises like zero down or special rebates. The hook works because it gets buyers to drive across town, convinced they've found a deal no one else can match. But when you arrive, the story changes. The advertised truck is suddenly already sold, mispriced, or not eligible for the deal you saw. Now you're steered toward a similar model, always pricier, loaded with extras, or saddled with hundreds to thousands of dollars in undisclosed charges. The FTC calls this a classic deceptive practice, and a 2024 settlement with Leader Automotive Group proved how profitable it can be for dealers. To protect yourself, demand the specific VIN and a written, out-the-door price before you set foot on the lot. If the dealer won't confirm the details in writing, walk away. The real deal is the one you can document. Number 6, junk fees quietly drain your wallet after you've already negotiated the price of the truck. These fees show up as dealer prep, advertising charges, and inflated documentation costs, often buried deep in the paperwork. While a dealer prep fee might claim to cover washing and inspecting your new truck, it's usually just $200 to $400 tacked on for tasks the dealership already does as part of routine business. Advertising fees, sometimes listed as marketing costs, can add another $100 to $300, even though the manufacturer already covers national ads. The most notorious is the documentation or doc fee. In some states, this runs as high as $1,000, far above the real cost of filing paperwork. By contrast, California caps doc fees at $85, proving just how inflated these charges can be elsewhere. The FTC's 2024 junk fees rule now requires dealers to disclose every non-government fee and get your clear consent before adding anything to the contract. The best defense? Demand an itemized out-the-door price, question every line, and refuse to pay for anything that isn't a tax, title, or registration charge. Walk away if the dealer won't remove or explain a questionable fee. That's how you keep your money where it belongs, in your pocket. Number 5, the trade-in shuffle turns your old truck into a hidden profit center for the dealership. It starts with the 4-square worksheet, a single page that shows the new truck price, your trade-in value, the down payment, and the monthly payment all at once. The trick is simple. By moving one number up, the dealer can quietly push another down. For example, you might see a better monthly payment, but only because the trade-in value has been lowballed or your down payment bumped higher. The real danger comes when negative equity, what you still owe on your old truck, gets buried in the new loan, making it seem like you're getting a deal while you're actually paying more over time. Anchoring psychology locks your attention on the monthly payment so you miss the loss on your trade. The best defense is to split the deal in two. Get an outside appraisal for your trade-in before you ever set foot in the showroom, and negotiate its value separately from the new truck price. Never let the dealer bundle all 4 numbers into one moving target. Insist on a written, line-by-line breakdown so you control every part of the deal. Number 4, the finance office is where the dealership's profit machine shifts into high gear. After hours of negotiating, buyers are ushered into a quiet room and told the deal is almost done, just a few signatures left. That's when the sales pitch for overpriced extras begins. Extended warranties, service contracts, and maintenance plans are presented as essential for peace of mind. But industry data shows these products are often marked up by 100% to 300%. It's common for a dealer to sell a warranty for $2,000 or more, even though their cost is closer to $800. Gap insurance is another favorite, with dealerships charging $500 to $1,000 up front, while the same coverage from your own insurer typically runs just $20 to $50 per year. Then come the so-called protection packages: paint sealant, fabric guard, rust proofing, sold at steep margins, sometimes double or triple what an independent shop would charge. The reason these pitches work is simple. Buyers are tired, relieved, the hard part is over, and less likely to push back. The best defense is to decline every add-on in the finance office. Take a breather, compare prices outside the dealership, and only buy coverage if it still makes sense after you've shopped around. That pause can save you thousands. Coming to the top 3, yo-yo financing is the trap that springs after you think the deal is done. It starts with spot delivery. A dealer hands over the keys and lets you drive off in your new truck before the financing is actually final. For a few days, you think you own the truck. Then comes the call. The dealership claims your loan fell through and insists you return to sign a new contract, usually with a higher interest rate or a bigger down payment. By this point, most buyers are emotionally invested and feel pressured to accept worse terms just to keep the truck they have already started to call their own. Legally, this is possible because the first contract was conditional, not final. The only way to avoid the yo-yo is to refuse spot delivery. Never drive off the lot until you have the final loan agreement signed and in hand. Better yet, arrive with outside financing pre-approved so the dealer cannot change the rate later. Treat any temporary approval as unfinished business, because until every term is in writing, the deal is not done. Number 2, junk add-ons and market adjustment hit the buyer where it hurts, right on the sticker. By the time you're reviewing the numbers, the dealership has already loaded the truck with pre-installed extras like nitrogen-filled tires, VIN etching, paint protection, and other low-value products. These are rarely requested, but they appear as already installed and are often presented as non-negotiable. Alongside these, a so-called market adjustment quietly inflates the price, sometimes by thousands of dollars, especially on in-demand models. In recent years, average combined charges for add-ons and markups have pushed well past $2,000, with some cases, like the $69,000 markup on a Ford F-150 Lightning, making national headlines. The danger is that these costs are stacked before you even start negotiating, and buyers often feel pressured to accept them because the dealership frames them as mandatory. Legally, dealers cannot charge for any add-on you haven't agreed to in writing. The solution is simple but powerful. Demand a written breakdown of every extra, refuse anything you didn't personally approve, and be ready to walk if the dealer insists that the markup isn't up for discussion. Your leverage is strongest before you sign. Use it to keep the deal honest and the price fair. And finally, in first place, the monthly payment and rate markup trap is the most costly and widespread scam in today's truck dealerships. Dealers know that most buyers walk in focused on what they can afford each month, not the total price. That's why the sales pitch always starts with, "What monthly payment are you looking for?" Instead of negotiating the real cost, buyers get steered into a payment that feels manageable, while the dealer stretches the loan term to 6, 7, or even 8 years. That longer term quietly adds thousands in interest, but the payment stays low enough to seem like a win. The real profit comes from the contract APR. Dealers have the power to mark up the interest rate above what you actually qualify for, a practice called dealer reserve. For example, if a bank approves you at 5.9%, but the dealer writes the contract at 8.9%, that 3-point difference can cost you more than $3,000 on a $40,000 loan over 6 years. Most buyers never see the original buy rate, so the markup goes unnoticed, buried inside the monthly bill. This tactic is especially dangerous because it can absorb every other loss in the deal, Junk fees, low trade-in values, overpriced add-ons, all get rolled into a single payment that sounds affordable. The only way to protect yourself is to get pre-approved by a bank or credit union before you shop. Negotiate the total out-the-door price instead of the monthly number, and refuse to sign anything until you see the final APR and total finance charge in writing. Never agree to a deal based on the payment alone, or you'll be paying for it long after the excitement of a new truck fades. Across all 7 scams, one pattern stands out. The dealership process is engineered to distract you from real costs and control the negotiation. Staying focused on the out-the-door price and written terms is your best defense. Which of these tactics have you faced? Hit subscribe for more smart buying guides.